Hello, my name is Bronwen Clark from the National Growth Areas Alliance. Our alliance represents local government in fast-growing outer urban areas across Australia's capital cities, where populations are growing at double the national average and continue to rise despite the overall downturn in population growth caused by COVID-19. Growth areas are where paddocks are transformed into postcodes, yet the supporting infrastructure that communities need to thrive often arrives years or decades later, if indeed it does at all. For the 5 million people living in growth areas and the millions more that will come over coming decades, the most important reforms are those that look to make existing and future infrastructure resilient and responsive to community needs. That might be developing transport systems that will cope with the sudden influx of population from a whole new town or suburb, or where new communities can have safe egress in the case of fire or flood or other natural disaster, and that the infrastructure systems in place support that. Community and social infrastructure, along with transport, the perennial issue, remain at the top of the list of priorities for growth areas. And the fact that they are so thoroughly addressed in the Australian Infrastructure Plan is very welcome. For current and future governments, we urge you to stay the course. This list of reforms looks overwhelming, but the plan is clear and necessary, and there is not a moment to lose to regain lost ground in the equitable delivery of infrastructure, particularly in new communities in growth areas where the scale of the infrastructure gap is vast. And it is continuing to grow at a more rapid pace than we've ever seen, given the current housing boom driven by economic stimulus packages. That's why we have been so pleased to provide input to the Australian Infrastructure Plan and to work with the IA team over recent months. The number and breadth of recommendations indicates a lot needs to be done, but it is only possible when the plan is based on listening to what businesses and communities and different levels of government need and developing a response appropriately. This plan is full of pragmatic ways forward, and we really look forward to supporting IA in making sure that this plan comes to fruition. Thank you.